Okay. So this is probably going to be a shorter stream, at least compared to all the other streams I've done so far. But we're mainly going to be preparing for the next hunt, because the next hunt is going to involve catching a Pokemon with a 0.38% chance to catch, and that's the highest I can make it, I believe. So, not good. Not good at all. Luckily enough, heavy balls are going to be pretty good here. Very, very good. So, that's a bonus. However, I'm probably still going to need to maybe grind a bit to get some extras. Mainly because it's not in the main world. I guess I could just use like waypoints or something, I suppose. But still, I've never caught this Pokemon before. I don't know how it spawns. Luckily enough, or lucky for Savage, one of the hardest Pokemon that he has to catch is actually really common. Because it's also actually the same. It's also about a 0.8 something. However, the difference between his and mine is I think it's because it's a flying type Pokemon or it spawns flying, so it counts because land Pokemon like this and bird Pokemon have different like spawning systems. So even though the one that he wants to get is the same percentage as mine, because it spawns in the air, it's like really common. Like it's almost like it feels like it has like a 20% chance to spawn or something like that, purely because it's the only Pokemon that can spawn in the air. So because they have separate spawnings, even though it says it's like 0.38, it's actually a lot more common, which is probably why Pixelmon made like the change, or at least the excuse or whatever they say of on the website, why it says ultra rare or common instead of a percent chance, is for situations like this. The Pokemon that Savage is hunting is a Dragonite, and yeah, it's got a 0.38% chance to spawn, but because it's the only Pokemon that spawns in the sky, it technically spawns a lot more common than like anything else. There's just so many of them. And it's all purely because nothing else spawns in there. But which I think we're ready to go. I forgot to sell the nuggets. Thought I was going to look for Pokeballs, but whatever. Pokemon I'm looking for, however, I've never seen one spawn naturally, but I have never been where it spawns naturally. Because the Pokemon we're looking for spawns in the end dimension. And only in the end dimension. Which means I'm going to need some blaze powder. I think I'm going to need at least 9. Oh, yes. And something that some of you may have noticed in my party. I totally forgot that I did this. Yesterday, I didn't know if I would have enough time, so I didn't stream it. But I got all the way back to a catch combo of about 88 for Glastier. And I managed to catch another perfect enormous and the shiny to then fuse together to create the Ginormous shiny. Yeah, I kind of forgot to mention that. But yeah, so that's great. I just thought, like, as I said in the stream, technically I didn't really need it. because sadly, even when you fuse them together, the Glastier doesn't become a shiny. Which kind of makes sense, because it's like, yeah, you're fusing a shiny with most likely a normal Glastier. But on the occasion that you do catch a shiny horse and a shiny Calyrex, sadly, it still doesn't fuse together. So there wasn't really a need for me to catch the shiny horse, but I kind of wanted it because of brag rights. Came to my mind of like, you know what? Brag rights. I want the brag rights. But I finally have it. I could fuse these two together now, I suppose. But they're not really combat ready, or not necessarily combat ready. They don't have good moves at the moment. I'm still working out kind of what moves I want them to have. But oh yeah. The reason why I haven't actually fused them just yet is as well because I want to take a picture of them live. Let's do it. Fuse together. Boom. Nido, Lord of Ice. Yes. Nido. That is his name. And is definitely not a reference to something. I say that looking at the Tumahub bat. Definitely not a reference to something. 100%. What am I doing? Oh, yes. So this is basically done. As I said, the moves aren't finished yet. Oh, that does work. I actually didn't know if this was going to work, because I have the ice one and the normal one there, but I didn't actually know if this was going to work. That's cool. It's such a shame that the horse can't be shiny as well. That would be the biggest flex of all time. And I hope one day, when I play Cobblemon, because I'm probably going to do it eventually. I don't know how long I'm going to do this Pixelmon thing for. My main goal is to catch all of the Pokemon, but then maybe try catch all of the shinies. I don't really know, but it would be kind of cool to do. I would be a true Pokemon master if I could do that. But but yeah, it's maybe in Cobblemon this will work. Maybe I feel like it would be so cool. It's such a shame that even if you were to catch both of them shiny, it's only Calyrex is the shiny. Because I don't think it would be that hard to like code in a sense. Because it's just basically saying like, oh yeah, if you have a Calyrex and a Glastier and use the item on them, you know, they fuse together, and if Calyrex is a shiny, then it's the shiny variant. And if, I don't know, maybe coding would be harder than I think, but I feel like it should be one more line of code in there or something just saying, you know, if the horse is also shiny, then make horse shiny too. But anyway. So let's go to the not the nether portal. The end portal, which I don't know if I've ever shown on camera before. Okay, I've just realized two things. A, where's my main healer? And B, where's my PC? What have I done with my main healer? Oh no. I hope I haven't. Oh, I think it's probably where I caught the shiny horse. Okay, quick pit stop first. I don't want to not have my healer on me. But yeah, I don't think I've ever shown the end portal on camera before. I don't even think I showed it in the original series, but Sarge and I did go to the end for some reason in the original series. I think, oh yeah, it wasn't for a Pokemon and I didn't need to go. I did, I think, visit, but I didn't need to go. It was purely because Savage needed the end blocks, or whatever they're called. That was literally the only reason why we went there. Yep, there's my healer. Good thing I got a good memory. Well, it wasn't like I randomly placed it somewhere. Just had to think the last time I needed to use it. I'm gonna take this. Got a good rod on me. I got inventory space, it's fine. Maybe just sell this thing real quick. Just get out of my inventory. Let's go. I forgot pressure plate. I'm really curious how big the next Pokemon is going to get. Because as soon as I spawned them in with the chisel, Ordinary is like ginormous. Like, it's incredibly huge. I didn't check to see how ginormous it is, like I always do. Well, I guess not like how I always do. For the first streams that I started shiny hunting, I showed the actual shiny on the thumbnail, mainly because I already knew what they looked like. But then, like with Lunala and Solgaleo, I have the normal variant on the stream. I want to go back and change that now. But yeah, I had the normal variant because I kind of knew what the shinies looked like, but I didn't want to fully spoil myself. I wanted to see in the survival world. I say survival. Totally survival. No cheats. Zero cheats whatsoever. Yeah, totally no cheats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, I didn't need that much. But it's good to be safe. I remember Savage saying for some reason it was really difficult to try get to the end originally, and I miscounted. Well, I guess maybe we just didn't keep Blaze Powder and Ender Eyes on us, so... I mean, Ender Pearls on us, so... It was hard to get or something. I was thinking of saying something really profound and whatever before opening the portal, but... I've been playing Minecraft for decades now. I've opened this thing up so many times. Ta-da! Oh. Where am I? Is this the end? What is that? Don't know. Alright, do not knock me off the edge. Oh god, I'm shift clicking. So this is the end. The end of all things. I have no idea how you're supposed to get out of the end in normal Pixelmon. I suppose just killing yourself. There's no Ender Dragon, which is kind of a shame. But this is it. This is the end. Now, Pokemon that I'm looking for, it's called Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon only spawns on a specific biome in the end. I didn't realize that the end had specific biomes, but it does. It's got the norm. Oh wait, yeah, the weird portal thing's not going to be here either, is it? Because we haven't killed the Ender Dragon. I think that portal thing only spawns once you've killed the Ender Dragon. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure I remember when I was just testing... Oh, weird. When I was testing something, about the spawning times. What? Why is it just a platform there? Spawning times, spawning percentages. That there's one this way. But it's probably going to be quite far. I just hope that Lunala doesn't just randomly go, I'm going to drop to the end of the world now. Alright, we made it. First checkpoint. So this is End Highlands. It does not spawn on End Highlands, sadly. It spawns on... Oh, I don't actually really remember the precise name of it. Oh, wait, is this it right here? This is it right here. Small End Islands. Spawns here. Spawns at any time. So I'm actually going to do the game rule day cycle true, because we don't need that on, and I don't want it on if we don't need it on. Roaring Moon. There it is. It's such a cool but weird name for a Pokemon. Like, you got Gothitelle, Bronzong, I guess Silverwing is kind of similar to Iron Thorns, I suppose. Iron Treads, Iron Hands. Iron Hands is kind of a name. But Roaring Moon doesn't sound like a name. It sounds like a title. This is the Roaring Moon. So, what do we do? Come this far. Now what? I don't know. I was thinking, because I don't know how it spawns, right? So, if it spawned in midair, I would think about maybe, just leaving it like this, I suppose, and then just waiting. But if it spawns on the actual ground, then I would prefer maybe to try build out a platform, I guess. But as I said, I don't really know if it spawns in the sky or below me. If I can just fly like straight up, but not too high up. Yeah, see now I've gone high enough that the game says nothing spawns at this level. If I go down at 80, everything still spawns. Oh yeah, and also Koraidon can spawn here too. It hasn't spawned yet, so part of me's thinking it probably does spawn on the ground. Because if it spawned in the sky, it would spawn by now. Mainly thinking about that Dragonite that I was talking about. Savage's Pokemon that he wants to catch. Is that legendary going to get pushed off the edge? No. The Pokemon Savage wants to catch. He can try catch it in the Ultra Dimension. And even though it's a 0.3% chance, because it's like the only Pokemon that spawns in the sky. It actually spawns quite common. Like, you'll see maybe 4 or 5 of them in like 20 seconds. Now, that percentage is with a dragon lure, but it can spawn pretty commonly even without it, because I'm pretty sure when I was hunting them for dragon orbs, 4 or 5 of them spawned in like a couple of seconds too. But this Roaring Moon kinda looks like it's gonna be a bit tougher. And before anyone mentions it, yes, this isn't a legendary, but no, I can't breed it. I don't know why, but apparently you're not allowed to breed it. And even if you were, it's the egg is actually the legendary egg. So to enable breeding for like the Roaring Moon would be to enable breeding for legendaries, which isn't actually as not necessarily easy as you think, but it's not as simple as you think. Enable breeding for legendaries doesn't mean you can take 2 different legendaries, or, well, you know, 2 of the same legendary and breed them together. That's not what it means. What it means is a Ditto can, I think, breed with itself or something, which creates an, I think, unclassified egg or unidentified egg. That egg can now turn into any legendary. So it doesn't actually have anything to do with Roaring Moon specifically. I can't enable Roaring Moon specifically. I have to enable all legendary for breeding, and even then it's yet random, so it's doesn't really work. Can I wonder if I can craft a dragon lore now just to see if maybe it works. Like one spawns on platform or in the air, if this idea is gonna work. I'm definitely gonna have to make a waypoint and just teleport here with a waypoint. Or, oh no. I could just throw myself into the void and use a healer to teleport back. But it's the same, right? Teleporting back or killing yourself back. I suppose killing yourself is more survival, but it means I have to kill myself. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to condone something like that. Is condone the right word? Promote. Promote technically be better. We'll mine the rest of this. And then build the platform. See if this works. Really, I should probably be testing this out in creative first. But whether it works or not, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Because I'm assuming it spawns on land purely because I haven't seen one yet. That's the only reason. And thinking that it doesn't work the same as what do you call it? Since it doesn't work the same as Dragonite in the Ultra Dimension, it would have definitely spawned by now, and I think it's because Dragonite spawns in the sky. So theoretically, creating a bigger platform would maybe make it have not necessarily a higher chance for it to spawn, but more area for it to spawn, which would be helpful. It does mean more of other things can spawn, I guess, as well. I wonder, actually, because there's Pokemon that can reduce spawning of Pokemon by 50%. I always wondered what the use of that would be. Because I guess you would reduce it uh, for, like, you know, maybe the Ultra Dimension so you don't get attacked as much. Or something. I don't really know why you would want to reduce spawning. But maybe if you reduce the spawning by 50% and then wear a dragon lure, maybe that might, like, make everything else rarer and the um Roaring Moon more common. Is that an Absol? It is an Absol. I don't think Absols only spawn here. I think Absol... Oh my god, that's such a small Absol. Why is it so small? I would catch it, but I'm probably never going to use it, and even if I was, I would... It's not going to be good IVs. It is a pygmy, though. I think that is probably a pygmy. It's quite small. But I'm never going to use it. It's just going to be in my PC forever, and I'm going to be like, oh yeah, the pygmy Absol that I just leave in there for brag rights. Instead, I'm just going to say, I've seen a pygmy Absol, but I didn't catch it because I was just going to leave it in there and never use it ever again. So let's hope that this works, at least a little bit. I think as well, another good reason to maybe extend this platform is I don't want Roaring Moon to fall off. It can fly, but if it doesn't spawn in flying, it might just, like, fall? I don't know if it will start flying if it starts to fall off. It might just fall to its death. Oh, and there's a Miraidon. Oh, Miraidon. Miraidon. That's Koraidon, that's Miraidon, I think. Actually, this model looks pretty good. Some of the Pokemon models look a bit weird, but this one I think is pretty good. That one also does look good too. They did a good job on these ones. I do like the look of these Pokemon, but I don't think I would have them on any of my teams. Might as well put this in my Pokédex. So you're a Dragon Lightning, and I'm assuming... Is he a Dragon Steel? Or something? Or is he just a normal dragon? Oh, you're a dragon fighting. Yeah, that makes more sense than Dragon Steel. There it is. I think that's Roaring Moon right there. I think. It kind of looks like it might be Roaring Moon. Notice how... Oh, I didn't mean to fight you. I didn't even look at you. Sometimes... Yeah. Sometimes... when I throw out the Pokeball... There's like a hitbox, I think, when your Pokemon comes out. And if that hitbox hits the Pokemon... Even though you didn't hit it with the Pokeball... Just the Pokemon coming out of the Pokeball hits it, it goes into battle. But even though I built this platform, this is the only Pokemon that has spawned here so far. And I've been here for a while. Oh, there's another one down there. What's the light level here? 0. I wonder if you could make zombie Pokemon here. Because it just... Oh no, I think it might have a requirement that you need to be in the overworld. Oops, that's not what I wanted to press. Alright, let's see if I can make a dragon lure. And before I do that, actually, just for safety reasons, let's bring out... I think this is going to be another time for Adam. I've got quite a lot of melee Pokemon now, I'm thinking about it. I think Charizard and Lunala is like my only special attacking Pokemon. That's fine. Right, yeah. I forgot what I was doing there. Okay, I think I might be able to make a dragon lure, hopefully. Just one. Yeah, I can. Okay, good. Was it a lumberry? Yeah, it was a lumberry. No, not I. Out. Okay, let's see if maybe this helps my odds. I haven't actually checked. If we go to the added bit that I've made, which is like out here, check spawns. Yeah, Roaring Moon 0.26. Even the legendaries are very slow. I wonder if it's because there's more space where they can't spawn than is, so they're literally just not spawning. Because like it's trying to spawn a legendary in the void, and then it's like, well, I can't spawn a legendary in the void, so just nothing happens. Which is a very weird way of doing a spawning system. Instead of it like, oh yeah, the clock has ticked down, a legendary is going to spawn now. It goes, okay, we're going to spawn in a legendary. We're going to spawn it right there. Oh wait, it's the void. Well, too bad. I guess it just doesn't spawn anything. Fun fact, which will probably annoy a lot of people, but it's coming into my mind, so it's going to go into your mind now. This platform is probably very uneven. I have no idea which side is longer, which side is shorter, but it's probably extremely uneven. Shall we check though? Shall we actually see if how uneven it is? So that's the middle. And then that's another Koridon. 4, 4, 4, 4. Ooh. How do I fix that? If I make it one more this way, which I could also have done by making one more that way. Does that now go like that, which now makes the middle here? Well, I guess we might as well just keep going until we see one spawn, right? Don't know why I ran back to this side. I can already tell this is going to be a very long and annoying hunt. Oh, there's a... Okay, well, it's kind of working. So that spawned on my extended platform. That's iron treads? Yeah, treads. There was a 0.44% chance. And only one has just spawned. Well, I guess the platform is kind of working, maybe. Maybe that's a good sign. Maybe it's not. I have no idea. We'll keep going, because I don't think this will be a very long stream. Well, because I don't really have, I'm not going to try catch it today. Definitely not trying to do that today. So, I guess when I make this platform big enough, I'll just stop. I'm hoping we can at least catch one today, though. To at least get it in the Pokédex and whatnot, and also see how hard it is going to be to catch. Luckily enough, I think it's going to be pretty easy catch. Calyrex had like 6 healing moves, which just made it so incredibly annoying. And then the horse had like 3 or 4 self-damaging moves, which was really annoying. But this one, I don't think it's got any self-damaging moves. Also, the horse could confuse itself, which is kind of self-damaging as well, but just a little bit more different, a little bit harder to avoid if it did confuse itself. But this one, I don't think has any of that. Steel and ground. I kind of feel like, you know, Iron Hands and Iron Bundle, and Iron Treads, Iron Fluttermane, Iron Moth, and Thorns. What is the Iron Bundle? I wonder if it's Iron Jugulus. There's one Iron Hands that I think, or one Iron variant that Savage, I don't think, knows about. Or maybe he does know about it, but he's never mentioned anything about it. It's basically the Pokemon he wants to catch now, but cooler looking. Though if I was him, I would catch the one that I want to catch, that he's currently trying to catch, and then maybe the next series catch the Iron variant. That way, for his main team, he can still have basically the same Pokemon, but different, so you can try new things out with it. Another problem with this is I'm not quite sure, how do I put it? So as you can see, there's only like 4 Pokemon here, 5th one behind me. When you're actually in a, you know, really big area with a giant platform, there's loads of Pokemon. Here, I've been for quite a long time, and there's only, I think one of them I despawned. Oh no, there's still 5. So it's like, I don't know, do I make it even bigger to try get more spawns in? Because right now, I think there's a limit to how many can spawn in one spot. So I might need to make it even bigger so more Pokemon can spawn. Or else I'm just gonna have to do the good old flying up and down. See you later, Iron Treads. And then go back down. Because I've been here for quite a while now. Nothing has spawned just yet. It's very slow though. It's very, very slow. Let me have a look. What is the Pokemon that can reduce spawning? What's it called again? There's a few of them. Well, I actually don't know. There might be 3 different Pokemon in total that can do this. Oh wait, don't I have... Wait, I think... Oh no. I don't think I have one with that. Unless... Gluttony. Flash fire. No. So white smoke is one of them. Quick feet. Yeah, probably don't have one. Bolt absorb. Bolt absorb. I think my Galarian... Oh wait, no, it's too highly evolved. Do I have a Pooch? No. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Yeah, I think the easiest one to get is probably gonna be this one, which is a Torkoal. Let's go see if this works, shall we? Let's just teleport back. See, so far, nothing has spawned in the day, because of course it does. Oh wait, bed. Duh. I always forget beds are a thing because you can't skip daytime, so it's never on my mind that I can skip night. Let's hope I find one semi-quickly. So I believe the Badlands count as like Mesa and whatnot. Yeah, 2%. Thorcoal is the weird, yeah, not the roly-poly. It's the weirdy looking one. It's kind of like a turtle. That's a Numal. That's another Numal. I can't believe I found a shiny Trapinch. I had no idea that the Trapinch as well as a Flygon. I had totally forgot that that's what it evolved into. Aron. This is a Pokemon that I really liked as a kid for some reason. But I've no idea if I want it for the main team. I don't think I do. I mean, it technically would fit. Oh, great. I don't have quick balls. Yeah, I'm never lucky with sleep. Did I manage to catch the Vibrava with Premier Balls? I think I did. With the Trapinch. I don't really remember now. Try with... yeah, Ancient Pokeball. I want to get these out of my way. I prefer the normal Pokeballs anyway in design. If worst comes to worst, and I say that the Roaring Moon is going to be way too hard, then maybe I'll catch an Aron instead for my team. Drought. So this Pokemon can spawn with 2 different abilities. That was not the right one. And I never will know because I don't have my PC. Great. Wait, I know. Do I have Groudon with me? I think I do. Okay, it's sunny day. Sunlight is bright. Oh, wait, no. Drought causes sunny day. Wait. No, I was thinking about that wrong. Oracle drought. Okay, yeah. No. No. I don't want that one. I think Aron, or at least the evolved version of Aron, is a very overpowered Pokemon anyway, so if I did catch him, he's a steel rock type. He's very, very tanky, so he would do probably kind of well on the team. I don't know. I think I really like his normal form, but then his evolved form. It's not that it's bad. It's not that I don't like it. It's just, I don't know. I think was. It wasn't like I evolved him and I was like, oh, I don't like this guy. I just vaguely remembered like always knowing about Aron, and then when I saw his fully evolved form, I was like, this is what he looks like? This is not what I remembered him looking like. Maybe I thought Aron was a different Pokemon or something. I don't know. I'm very curious to see if this works because it's going to be really weird. I'm reducing spawns to then increase spawns. I feel like this is just going to make everything even harder to catch, but you never know. Maybe it might work. Maybe when you're wearing a lure, it like disables this guy's ability and just increases it. I don't know though. We're about to find out. Whoop. So yeah, this guy had drought, not what I'm looking for, and his IVs probably suck. Yeah, not a single perfect. And you, okay, white smoke prevents other Pokemon from lowering its stats. I put this in here. At the moment, it should still be all the same. 0.9, 44, 72. Highest is 25. I move this around a little bit. Maybe put Groudon in there. Then, oh, there's another Iron Treads. The chances of that happening is probably quite low. Put this guy here. Check spawns. Nothing happened. You know what it is? It probably doesn't actually reduce the spawning of Pokemon in the way that I hoped. What it probably does is just in the background. Like maybe, for example, it makes it so the time it takes for a Pokemon to spawn is lower, but the actual chances aren't, so it doesn't really do anything. That's a shame. But yeah, the chances though of seeing 2 Iron Treads in a row, it's insane. Yeah, I don't know what to do, you know? Like, do I make the platform bigger? Do I... I don't know. Do I just AFK it? Doesn't look like Torkoal works in the way that I hoped. If it was like an overall spawn decrease, then maybe it would technically work. Because yes, it would be making Roaring Moon more rare, but it would also be making everything else rarer, which is kind of the way it should be. I feel like with lures, what it should do is not just boost the, dragon types by 3 times, it should lower everything that isn't a dragon type by 3 times. Mainly just because, like, Roaring Moon goes from 0.9 to 0.2 something. Yeah, 2.6. Which is nice. But, like, it helps, but it doesn't help. You know what I mean? Like, it's still so rare that it will spawn that little bit more commonly. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that, like, with the Zangoose hunt, right? With the Zangoose, I think it went from like 2 to 5 or 6 or 7. 3 to 7, I think. Which at first you're like, okay, that's a big increase, right? It's nearly 1% now. That's a big increase. However, it was still so low that even when I wasn't wearing the lure, sometimes I would still get the same amount that I got with a lure. Because, yes, it is a big difference. It does make it that little bit easier. But at the same time, it's still really rare at the end of the day. So there's still a big likelihood that you might not see any for a very long time. Anyway, we got another one of these guys. What is he? A Thunder Rock. They're completely different from what he is normally. Normally he's like a he's a dark rock. Yeah, he's a dark rock. Now he's a thunder rock. I don't know what that normally is. I bet it's normally a ground, but then steel got added on top. Do these guys drop anything of value? Should I be killing these guys, maybe? Oh. It drop. I mean, when you catch it, it gives an interesting item. Hang on. There's also something else I want to check though with Roaring Moon. Does Roaring Moon also give this item though? No. So I actually do need an item that this guy gives. Annoyingly, like, of course I can't get it while I'm trying to catch a Roaring Moon, but I could try to get it now at least. It's 5%. Just hope he doesn't have a self-killing move. Hope. Fingers crossed. Bring in the Lunala. I wonder what a shiny one of these looks like. Let's get rid of these ancient balls. Probably not going to catch, but I want to get rid of them. Oh, it's a 30 catch rate. It's not going to be too hard. First turn, wake up. I swear, I must be the unluckiest person when it comes to sleep. Or, depending how you look at it, the luckiest person when it comes to sleep. Yesterday, when I was hunting the horse, of all the shiny, I missed with wide lens, so Hypnosis has a 70% accuracy. I missed 6 times in a row and then got a first turn wake up. It took me 6 times and then just woke up first turn. God damn. And sadly, he did not have the item I needed. Boosts the Pokemon's most proficient stat on electric terrain. Eee. Ew, 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 ew. Interesting. Interesting. Iron Tarns. Yeah, what does the shiny one look like? Oh yeah, I like that. I haven't caught that one. I might delete this guy. Special defense. Wait. Oh, there's no way to check, is there? Undiscovered. Okay. You cannot breed this. So I would just be stuck with this IVs unless if I used the stat booster thing. Which I don't know if it's worth doing it on this. It depends. Because like normally these caps, you would use the caps on maybe, or at least I would only use the caps on a Pokemon game on like a shiny or like a shiny legendary. That way, you can use a shiny in competitive play because you've used the cap. But with this isn't a shiny. It's not very big either. It's only an ordinary. No, I'll just put them in there for now. So let's make another one of these. We still haven't seen one yet. I hope we can at least find one today. Imagine we don't even find one. That would be insane. I think one really annoying thing is I can't, like, mine blocks whilst being in the end islands. I'd have to be over there, and it doesn't spawn over there. Is Unbreaking 4 a thing? No, only 3. Ooh. It's gonna take a lot of mining. A lot of mining. Let's go to home real quick. I forget why I came here. Why did I come here? Why did I come here? I wanted something. What did I want? I don't remember what I wanted. Oh. So I've got an efficiency 3 book. This pickaxe that I have currently is efficiency 3. Efficiency 4. Should I make a diamond pick just to see? I mean, I might as well have loads of diamonds. 1 stick. 1 stick? One stick. Wow. Wow, wow. If I could get this to be like silk or fortune, that would be great. Efficiency 4. Okay. That's fine. Because I really want to make my Silk Touch one have efficiency 4. Isn't is efficiency 5? Oh, efficiency 5 is a thing. If I was to combine, so if I put my book on this to make this also 4, and then combine these to make a 5, could I then combine it with that? I would then want mending on this though. That's if I could do mending. Do we have an anvil in here? No. I know where I can find one. Do I use it on that though? Might as well. It's not like it's gonna break, right? 4? Oh god, no, not my levels. 14! No, all my levels! No! It's worth. I was so close to level 100, but it's worth. It's an efficiency 5 pick. I'm definitely gonna need efficiency 5 if I want to mine all this stuff. Oh, apparently my level gauge is completely gone now. Great. Come on, Roaring Moon. At this point in the game, I literally just need to try to figure out if it spawns flying or if it spawns on the ground. I just still don't know. If I do the poke spawn command just to test, that won't work. Because if I do it on the ground, he's probably going to be on the ground. If I do it in the sky, he's going to be flying. So I need to know what the game wants him to spawn on. I also wonder if maybe if I go closer to the bottom of the void, if maybe that for some reason might work. Nope. Alright, how fast is an efficiency 5 pickaxe? Don't know. I don't remember how fast it was before. It feels pretty instant. I'm assuming it's faster. Eternatus. I forgot he could spawn in the end. God, that's another Pokemon that I would really like to have on a team. But I've decided that I only want 3 legendaries maximum on the team. I don't want to be one of those people to just have only legendaries. But I mean, come on. All of the legendaries are really cool looking. Like if you were to look at a list of all of the Pokemon in the game, all of the cool ones are legendaries. Only some are... I guess it depends. Like, cool that every person probably likes, it's 99% of the time legendary. Cool that maybe a certain person might like, maybe it's not a legendary, but it's probably a legendary. And I think Eternatus just fell off. It's the one thing I hope doesn't happen to Roaring Moon. How rare he is. Oh, I totally forgot. I should have made this a thing. Totally forgot. Oh, it's already a bit broken now. Oh, oops. Oopsies. Open. I always forget how to craft this. Boom, I think I got it first try. Nether ingot. Okay, the durability went up. And this is probably also going to increase my speed a little bit more too. Let's just see if one wants to spawn now. Probably not. It's a Bronzong, I think that thing's called. It's just, it's so like, just nothing wants to spawn. Oh, I guess I can make the platform a little bit bigger before I leave. I just hope that making this platform bigger is gonna help. It's one of those, like, when you're desperate, you just hope that something that you do is going to affect the spawn rate. But at the end of the day, the spawn rate's the spawn rate. Can't really change. You can kind of manipulate it at times, but not completely. Yeah, I keep placing block on top. Still, like, there's only 2 Pokemon here. I'm just waiting to, like, place a block and then lag off because I didn't actually place the block. Stop. How do I keep doing that? I'm looking at the map too much. That's what's happening. It's getting quite big now. Let's keep making it bigger, I suppose. Keep making it bigger until a Roaring Moon spawns. There's a Koraidon. Take that off. If only I had one of those mods that allows you to mine a bigger area of stuff. Not like, what was it called? Strip mine, not strip mine. Like, literally just a pickaxe that can mine more. That is a thing. I just don't know what the mod's called. I think maybe Tinker's Construct does it. This is not a legendary, is it? It's just a weird looking Pokemon. Oh yeah, I've just realized I have my game super quiet because I was doing something. Still sounds super quiet. I normally have it really quiet because of the music, but I can always just turn the music off. Yeah, goddamn, look at that Tyrannosaurus. Looks so cool. If only I was maybe... yeah, I don't know. All of the legendaries that I have on my team are already pretty cool and pretty strong. I don't know if I don't know. It looks so cool. I actually do want to save Eternatus though for another time because Eternatus has another form. In the Pokemon games, you can't get this form. Even with cheating, I don't think there's really a way to get the form. But in Pixelmon, they do actually have his transformation, but it is locked behind cheats. Pokemon, it's just impossible to get it unless if maybe you mod the game, which I suppose you could view as cheating, but it's also not. I mean, well, it is cheating. It depends how you're looking at it, I guess. It's cheating, but it's not cheating. But anyway, Pixelmon, you can get the form by using a cheat code. And I think I would do it on the condition that I catch and Dynamax every single Pokemon that can Dynamax. Dynamaxing is different to normal max. I forget, there's like a specific name for it. But I think certain Pokemon can Dynamax, and then other Pokemon can, like, I don't know what the name is, like Gigamax or something. I don't know what the name is for it. I don't even know if Dynamax is the thing I'm thinking of. Maybe Dynamax isn't even the thing I'm thinking of. But when I say Dynamax, I mean like Charizard, Bulbasaur, Blastoise. They all have... does it say on... Oh, Gigantamax. Yeah, okay, so they have their Gigantamax. So there's Dynamaxing, and then there's Gigantamaxing. My condition for getting what's his name again? Eternatus. Getting the Eternatus max form would be to get every single Pokemon that can Gigantamax and Gigantamax it, which basically means I can't just catch a Charizard like I have now and go, oh, well, this is one of the Pokemon that can Dynamax. I'm good now. No. I actually have to catch the Charizard and then level up its Dynamax level all the way. Then it's good to go. So I have to go through every single Pokemon, Gigantamax every single Pokemon that can Gigantamax. And then it's kind of it. I feel like at that point, I don't know, I guess... Oh, also catch the entire gen that Eternatus is connected to. That's the other thing as well. Catch all of whatever the gen that gen is. Dynamax all of the Pokemon that can Dynamax in Pokemon in general. I think Dynamaxing... I don't think they've added any extra Dynamax Pokemon since the game. And then I can get... I think it's called like Eternamax or something. Eternatus Eternamax or something like that. That's my one condition. Because I feel like, what else can you really do at that point? You could say you have to Dynamax every Pokemon, have every single Pokemon in the entire game fully, like, Dynamaxed up. But, I don't know, I feel like that might be going a little bit too far. Though, at the end of the day, the reason why Eternatus's max form is locked behind a cheat code is because it's very, 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 very overpowered. It's extremely overpowered. It's not built to be like a normal Pokemon. It's probably beatable, but even if you had like a fairy type oh no, fairy wouldn't work because it's a poison type. You'd have to use an ice type. Even if you had an ice type, 2 times damage, you'd probably also have to have like door dance or something, you know, plus 100% attack boost to be able to kill it, right? Like, it's got such incredibly high defense that I have absolutely zero idea how you would ever kill it. Because as well, I'm thinking of, like, what they would call the base defense. I'm not even talking about, like, I guess the best example is, like, look at my Lunala, right? I think my Lunala, oh no, Calyrex. Calyrex has 337 defense, right? That's really high. Gigantamax Eternatus has 200 at base, which I think 200 is actually what level 50 is. So at level 100, it probably has, I don't know, over 400 and something. No, wait, hang on. Is that even right? No, that can't be right either. Pixelmon, Calyrex, Calyrex Ice has 150 defense, which then equals in the actual stats 337. Gigantamax Eternatus has 200 and something. So its defense stat would be like 600 and something. Already, depending who he's fighting, Calyrex can survive maybe 2 or possibly 3 super effective moves. So Eternatus would be able to survive like 4 or 5 super effective moves. However, that's specifically its defense stats. Its other stats are still really good. Like, its attack stat is like normally good, but it's not insanely high. So there is that. God, that's so scary. I have a vent above my head. It's supposed to be like a fan or something. I don't know. I don't really know why the original owner put it there. But it's kind of like a fan thing that you turn on during the summer, I suppose. But I have an actual, what do you call it, air conditioner, right? I got this fan above my head, and I literally just said the name of it. Not air conditioner? Yeah. Yeah, no. Air conditioner. Yeah. Thinking of hair conditioner. Air conditioner? My brain has had a very big brain fart. But, that vent that's directly above my head is filled, and I mean filled, to the brim with spiders. If you don't like spiders, you wouldn't like my room. Or at least specifically that vent. That vent, you look up at it, it's filled to the brim with cobwebs. Everywhere. It's just like, you look at it and you just think the Spider-Verse, right? That's what I see when I look at it. I see the Spider-Verse. There is so many cobwebs in there, and yes, there are spiders. It's not just cobwebs. There are spiders. So it's always a bit scary, but recently, today actually, I finally put like a cover over it, which I didn't really do it probably the way you should do it. I literally just got some, what would you call it? Just like a wrap thing that you would use for cooking, silver wrap stuff. I can't remember the life of me what it's called. But I just like put this wrap stuff on top of the vent and stuck it to the roof with sticky tape. Very, like, if you go in my room, you'll be like, what on earth is that? Like, what have you done to your, like, roof? What is that? Why have you done this? But it's currently making noises. Little just... and just weird noises. I can't tell if, because it's a vent, if maybe it's just the wind is blowing like somehow from outside into the vent, which is like blowing on it just a little bit. Not a lot, just kind of gently, which is making it make noises. Or if it's spiders. You couldn't tell I was... Or look up. It's not doing anything anymore. Yeah, it's spooking me. I think it might just be the wind, because the spiders aren't big. They're not like massive spiders or anything like that. It's always the same spider though, right? Like it's not a bunch of different spiders come through it. Maybe a daddy longlegs came through it. But generally it's all like these pitch black spiders. I don't think they're redbacks, if you know what those are. They're just like pitch black. I think maybe, I feel like I remember hearing that maybe they were like, they call them like grass spiders or something. Which is a weird name for them because they're not in the grass, they're in my vent. Yeah, it's just like maybe as big as like, not, when I say my finger, I mean like the end of my finger. So they're not that big. But there was loads of them. Last year, there were so many. Yeah, there was so many though. Like I would look up every night. So at morning, sorry. I would wake up, look at it. There would be another one. Go to bed that day, wake up again, look up. There's more. There once, I found one of them on my bed. I don't remember what I was doing. I was either lying down on the bed or I was about to get into the bed, and there it was, on my bed. So of course I killed it and moved on. Yeah, I hope it works. It's probably not going to work forever. I would hope so it would work for her, because as I said, it's just like a bit of wrap. Not plastic. I forget what it's called. Why can't I forget what it's called? But it's weird. Adults would know what I'm talking about. Weird silver wrap that you'd probably use for cooking, maybe stuff in the oven. You got your paper wrap and then you got your silver one, which is like a weird metal, maybe. An aluminium sheet, maybe, or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's very fragile though. Like these sheets, sometimes just like trying to use them, you might rip it, and it's very annoying. So if a spider really tries, maybe it could do something. I'm not quite sure. If it is the wind slightly blowing on it, the wind could maybe break it. But I think it would have to blow a bit harder than it's blowing now. Really what I should do is like open the vent up and not just like clean it, but then try to like seal it somehow properly so that way it's not just a piece of wrap on my ceiling stuck to it with sticky tape. I should technically do it properly, but hey, it works. And in my eyes, to anyone else that comes into my room, they will just see like this weird wrap on the ceiling and think it's a complete mess. What I will see is something preventing 100 spiders getting into my room and climbing on my bed and sleeping with me at night. Climbing into my ears or mouth or nose or I don't know. Just doing spider things. I think this platform is working though, because before there would only be like maybe 4 Pokemon max on the platform. Now we're getting into I don't know how many is that. It's a little one over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna need to go for a minute. Just gonna try place all these as possible. I really hope this works. I think it might. It might just allow more Pokemon to spawn at a time, which would technically boost my chances for Roaring Moon spawn. It'll also make it safer in case one spawns and then maybe just falls off immediately because it's too small of a platform. I knew that was gonna happen eventually. Called it. Oh, lag. Yeah, I called that. I literally said, eventually, I'm gonna fall off. I don't think I said fall off, but I implied it. I'm gonna place one of these blocks, and because of lag, it's gonna disappear right in front of me, and I'm just gonna fall straight off. One, two, three. Okay, so hopefully this works. This looks kind of cool. Oh, it's one of these Pokemon, eh? So I'm gonna just go for a quick bit. Hopefully the spiders don't manage to break into my room. I think it'll be fine. Hopefully a Roaring Moon spawns. It's already been an hour and a half. I haven't been here for the entire time, but just imagine if I was actually trying to hunt a perfect IV'd, shiny, Roaring Moon. We've been here for at least half an hour and just nothing. This would be the worst.
Dotler. Holocausim! 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 Dotler. Holocausim! Dotler. Holocausim! Dotler. Holocausim! Holocausim! Blood. Blood. Holocausim! Blood. Holocausim! Holocosm! 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 Holocosm!
Well, good thing is even though one didn't spawn, maybe one did, fell off because I wasn't here, I don't know. But the good thing, where's my zoom in? Is that this proves that my platform does kind of work though. There is so many more Pokemon here, which just allows there to be a higher chance for maybe a Roaring Moon to spawn. I mean, it's not necessarily a higher chance, but there's more chances. And I cut into a bag here. Not really working. There we go, my bag of snacks. Totally very extremely healthy snacks. Definitely not very unhealthy for you. I can tell because it tastes nice. We all know this to be true. Everything that tastes nice is, of course, very healthy for you. Are you an enormous? My god, why are you so big? I didn't realize this thing could get that big. Oh yeah, you're definitely an enormous. You're probably an ordinary, you're probably a giant, and you're probably an enormous. I would catch it just because it's an enormous, but I'm a bit finicky with catching Pokemon right now. I don't really want to catch any just more Pokemon. I want to catch Roaring Moon, you know? Huh. Where, how does the Miraidon spawn? Because one spawned here before. Can only spawn at night time, maybe. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
To reset the spawns. Gonna do that. Put one of these on. Fingers crossed. That one spawns. I at least want to see one, you know? Come on. Oh! Oh god, no, he flies. Okay. So. He spawns on land, but then he immediately flies. Good to know. What should I catch him in first, do you think? What would be a cool ball to catch him in? I mean, heavy balls do kind of, you know, they're blue. He's blue. I don't really have any, like, cool looking balls. And that's it. Boom! First Roaring Moon. Hell yeah. I love the look of it. I love the wings specifically. Look at that. That just looks so cool from behind. Love that. Roaring Moon. So cool looking. I'm pretty sure, sadly in Pixelmon, he just sort of flies like this and also just hovers like this. I don't actually remember what the hover buttons. But in Pokemon, he actually I think like his idle position, he's actually, how do I explain it? So these wings are basically up. So he's sort of like standing up, I guess you could say, on his back legs, but in the sky. And it looks so cool. In this, he just sort of does this, and then when he flies, he just basically does the same thing, but flying. Bit, you might go, this guy looks pretty big. He's probably like, I don't know, maybe a giant almost, maybe. I mean, he's pretty big. I bet he's a small. He's a huge, never mind. Okay, he's actually bigger than I thought he was. Because the, well, I guess he's one bigger than an ordinary. I was going to say that ordinary is around this size, but maybe he could be a small. So I'm going to call this Roaring Moon, Origin. I name all of, or I try to name all the very first ones to be called Origin. No specific reason, just so I know which ones I caught first. I don't know, I think I deleted the first Glastier, but I have the Micro Glastier, which is another thing that I got. I think this is a perfect IV one. Another thing that I got that I forgot to mention. Not a shiny, of course, this is just a normal one. Look at my horse is amazing. I can't. Look at my horse is amazing. You know it's bad when you really have to look down and try to find it. Mine, on the other hand, you don't have to look down to find it. My horse is gigantic. Enormous, you might say. Bigger than 10 inches. A lot bigger than 10 inches. Anyway, so that feels great. So I think building the platform might have helped here. However, I might need to make it even bigger. I don't know. Because it's work, but I feel like it's still going to need maybe be a bit bigger. Let's try this again. One spawned pretty quickly when I did this. But now I know as well that one might have spawned when I left, but they look like they immediately fly away. As soon as one spawns, I have to be immediately on it. Though they didn't seem to be that fast, which is the only good thing, I suppose. Alright, so let me do true? Yeah. I guess I don't have to use end stone, but what else could I use? Because like technically stone is the same. I might as well just use this. Could use trees, but I mean, I don't know. Trees, you have to wait for them to grow. Unless if I just destroyed a giant forest. Rob. So many. Oh no, he spawned up here. I was gonna say so many cryons are spawning down there, but no, he spawned up here. So I didn't check, but let's see if we can. How long will it take to find another one, just like this? We don't add any more yet. How long will it take? Because I think I could be one of those people where I stream for an hour or 10 hours mining all of this endstone. But I would get very bored very quickly. So what I would probably do is watch like Netflix or YouTube. I've been watching the new Physical Asia, which is basically Physical 100. Great show. Fantastic show. It's been amazing so far. I think I'm only 2 episodes away from finishing it now. And oh boy. It's been, at first I was a bit confused. I didn't understand what was happening. But in the end I was like, okay. The 3 countries that I want to win, I would want to be in the finals, is Australia, Korea, and Japan. And oh boy, have there been some times where I thought it was over. I was like, yeah, this is it. I guess I'm not getting that. I think one of those teams was going to be eliminated on like the very first round. And I was like, no, you can't do this. Very first round? No, you can't ruin my boys. But luckily enough, they pulled through. And yeah, it's been pretty good so far. I love that show. I don't know what it is. I guess maybe it's just a very manly show or something. So I really like it. But it definitely has that it's not just about watching a bunch of men be really strong, because there's women in it too. It's about the it's like, when you watch a game show, right? Game shows are all about knowledge. So when you're watching those two people just sit there asking questions to each other, and then the contestant loses because they just weren't smart enough, it's like, oh, well, I was going to say dictionary. Read a history book and, try again or something like that. But with this, it's all about the physical strength that all of these participants have gained over maybe the many years of training. And it's about putting that strength up to these ridiculous sort of, things that they do. And when you pick a team that you root for, it starts to get really stressful. Generally, like, I think this entire time, there's only been like, I don't even know if there has been one team that's been shining above all the others, like strength-wise or like scoring-wise would be the better way of putting it. Scoring-wise, of like, oh, that team's just always been scoring 10 out of 10. They're just the best. There hasn't really been a team like that. So they're all kind of even. Yeah, another one hasn't spawned yet. Let's see if I can craft a few more. Like I said, there's a world where I actually don't catch Roaring Moon and I use something else instead. I would really like to use Roaring Moon. I really like the look of Roaring Moon. Very cool looking Pokemon. I have no idea what the shiny looks like. For all I know, the shiny looks terrible. And I don't want it. But I have no idea. I don't know what Aron's shiny looks like either, so I can't compare them by shinies, which shiny I like better. Technically, both of them will probably just do as well as each other. For different reasons, though. Roaring Moon is gonna go, blitz on the battlefield. Like, you'll see my Roaring Moon show up, and you're like, oh, that's a cool looking Pokemon. And then you look at your Pokemon and realize that they've all died. And you're like, what the hell just happened? Like, Roaring Moon is what happened. Fairy? Oh, this is... No, this is not the thing. Wait, don't tell me that that was my only stuff, and I thought I had more. Or is this it? Oh, this is it here. Okay. I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure I planted it, because I planted something to help Savage get his Garchomp. Unless if I planted the ground one. I thought I planted the dragon one.
Hold
But this is gonna be one of those times where like I'll say like, all right, you know, we've caught another roaring moon, but it's gonna be way too hard to catch it today, so I'm just gonna, you know, stop it here, mine some extra end stone, make this platform bigger, and then next time we can actually get the roaring moon. And then that next time I'll be like, okay, so I did some off-camera grinding and look behind me and this entire sort of thing is just gone. It's like, yeah, how long have you, what did you just do exactly? I just used slash game mode 1.
Holocosm!
Ooh, and so. What attacked me? Was it this thing?
Holocosm!
Ooh, shiny. I was actually looking for that shiny charm. Stone. Is it in here or was it in here? I could do that. I could keep killing these things to slowly make it a bit bigger, but
Holocosm!
I think it would be faster just to mine the actual thing though. Let's do a quick check. That's legendaries. So yeah, 0.26. If I just go all the way over here, 0.27. It's probably going to vary between, yeah, the 2.76, maybe 5 mark. I didn't actually test properly to see if, like, if you go down here... Oh, that was close. Nah, also 2.7. This is also 2.7, so... It doesn't really look like... Sometimes you can kinda manipulate the spawns a little bit by doing it on certain levels. Even if it doesn't say that, like, oh, it spawns, higher chance of it spawning at this level. Even though it doesn't say that, it could still work like it. But this doesn't seem to be the case. I don't know, man. Because I forget. How does... I don't think if I enabled legendary breeding, it would work. I think it's random. I think if I was to get... I don't know how you get the unidentified egg or whatever it's called, but let's say if I was breeding a roaring moon with a ditto, if that's how you get it. I think it's random which legendary I get. So I don't think it really matters. Let's have a quick look though, because it's gonna be insanely hard if I don't somehow, I don't know, boost the spawn rate a bit more somehow. Oh. Because undiscovered is normally for legendaries, but by looks of things, I think, is it the final gen? No, it's not the final one. Must be this one. Nope, it's not this one. Oh yeah, it's XY. No. Well, I thought it was. Wait. This is the one. Big W? I thought it was Sword and Shield. Where does Roaring Moon come from? Yeah, it comes from the most recent gen, which I guess doesn't have a thing yet. But anyway, there he is. But yeah, normally unidentified is just for legendaries, but Roaring Moon, maybe this thing, that's legendary. This guy, these 4 grayed out dudes here, this guy, and I'm assuming this guy, and maybe Screamtail, are also all undiscovered for some reason. I don't know if I just keep sort of just standing here, or I can't really like move around that much. I'm just gonna make a thing here just to make it quicker and easier. So we'll go home. We'll go to the end. Just to reset the spawns. Then let me just double check how breeding works with the undiscovered. First I'll just have a look in the config. Breeding. Allow random breeding eggs to be legendary. I don't know what it means by random. I remember the last time I looked it up, it doesn't really seem like you can in the way that you would want. Oh. I would like to maybe put him in my Pokédex. Oh, this is the Iron Juggles. This is the Juggle Pokemon. If I can battle it or something to at least get it in my thing. There it is. Does Iron Juggles give perhaps something I'm looking for? It does. I think they probably all do. Lunala's slowly flying away here. Where? Oh, he's just chilling there. Cool. Wait, but if I pick Lunala, have I fallen off now? No idea what to use here. Lunala? You're really slow. Nope, there you go. And it didn't have the item I was looking for. It's 5% to have it. You're only one so far. It's probably been like 20 minutes. Still haven't seen another one. Maybe just for my the single player save. If I was to make but hang on. So hopefully this works, I guess. True. True. Because it just says like enable random legendary breeding and whatnot. But it, of course, this isn't a legendary. It's the same egg group as a legendary, but it's not actually a legendary, so hopefully that works. Should I look at what the shiny looks like now? Just to see, because I always try to leave it for a reveal to see it in person in the game. But with how rare this is, I don't even know if I'm going to manage to make it. You know what I mean? I don't even know if this is actually going to be doable. I guess I'll just have to make the platform really, really big. And pray that that helps. I think it might. Because there's simply more Pokemon spawning than before. So I don't really know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, I guess.
Blizzard.
I'm gonna go through so many lures as well. At least with the Zangoose, I went through quite a few lures, but it at least spawned a bit, you know, for it to be maybe worth it. This is just like nothing. What to do, what to do, what to do. Let's have a look, shall we? What the shiny looks like. Does it look cool? Eh. 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 It's alright. Yeah. What about... I don't think I have one, so I can't check. What about this guy? Eh. Basically just becomes blue. Like its dark grey area just becomes like a light blue.
Holocosm. Blizzard. Blizzard.
This also drops what I'm looking for. It's so weird how all these Pokemon drop what I'm looking for, but the Pokemon that needs it doesn't drop it. Generally, the Pokemon that needs it will drop it. What about free? And he woke up. God damn it, man. Oh my god, why did that do so much damage? Holy crap. Come on, Lunala. doing? What did I do with the other thing? Did I delete them? I must have deleted them. Come on, I don't need these guys. I need... I was going to say dawn wings. I need... roaring moon. Yeah, okay. I think I might stop hunting it here. Because I mainly just wanted to know how long it will take to find another one. And we haven't found it yet. But it's been long enough that it's like... this is a pretty long time. I think it's almost nearly been an hour since I found the other one. Already. Where does the time go? It's already nearly been an hour since I found my first one. It's pretty filled. I'll leave one more time and come back. So, basically what I want to do now is first we'll have a quick look at my single player world, see if we can breed them, maybe with enabling the config. If we can't, and it doesn't really work that way, I have to either think about expanding this platform more, and hopefully that works, or I don't think there's any other way I can boost the spawn rate. Can't even like boost it in the config if I wanted to, like maybe make the dragon lore stronger. Can't even do that, so... yeah. Either make the platform stronger, bigger, or maybe don't hunt the roaring moon. To be honest, I really want it. Like, I would want it more than Argon, but it just doesn't really feel like it's going to be happening, does it? Because, like, I caught one. You know? At the end of the day, right? If this was... if I didn't want to get the shiny... it's not about getting perfect stats. This is about getting a shiny, right? If I didn't care about a shiny, I would give it a gold cap. It's already an adamant nature. I guess it's not a enormous or a ginormous, so there's that. But normally, like normal people wouldn't care about the size, and this is pretty good size, but normal people wouldn't care about the size, and yeah, I could use a gold cap to max out its IVs. So normally, wouldn't matter, right? This would be perfect. Use gold cap on him, done. But because I specifically want a shiny one, what do I do, you know? I've caught one in like an hour. I don't think there's any way to make the lore stronger without messing around with maybe like a data pack. But I'm not even sure if data packs work for Eternos anyway, an Eternos server. So even if I could figure out how to use one, I don't even know if it would actually work. I'll keep going until this thing breaks. Might as well, right? So yeah, so I'm a bit at a loss at the moment. Not really sure what I want to do. I don't think a Flutter main would have what I'm looking for. It does? What? Oh wait, isn't a Flutter main a ghost type? Ah. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Lunala's nearly dead, apparently. Oh my god, first time wake up. Every time. Touch rate on this thing isn't too bad, but it's pretty bad. My vent thing is making noises again. It's gonna be hard. Let's throw a Master Ball at it. Wait. Isn't this... This is a fast Pokemon. Could use Fast Ball. Is that first turn wake up again? Ugh. Oh, was that crit? What was that? I heard a weird noise. I don't think it was a crit, but still no item. Alright. So my thing finally broke. I'm gonna leave here. I'm gonna have to restart Minecraft for this. I got something in my mouth for what I was doing. Gonna restart Minecraft for this. Trying to guess if my vent is making noises because there's spiders stepping on it, or if it's making noises because of the air. It kind of looks like it's air, maybe, because it's not like getting touched in a specific spot. It kind of looks like it's just moving, but then again, it just moved again, and it kind of looked like it was only on the left side, as if something on the left side was putting a bit of pressure on it. That just shows, though, if those are spiders, it's been making noises for like this whole stream, so I would have spiders everywhere in my room right now. Okay. But well, that's a lot of random crap. So, alright. If we do slash poke. Oh wait, I need to enable line. Poke give Bootstrapper ditto. And then poke give let's do another ditto actually. And then poke give Roaring Moon. Okay. Small. What did a small look like? Yeah, see, this is a small. This is still pretty big. Then we get a daycare because we're a PG. And then cancel that. Put these sangooses in there. Let's put that guy in there as well, maybe. So, first of all, I've enabled breeding for dittos. What does this hatch into? Another ditto? Okay, reveal. Is it a ditto or is it a legendary? Huh. Huh. weird. I love as well that it somehow learns moves that the Ditto doesn't have. Okay, so yeah, Ditto on Ditto doesn't really work. Can I do Ditto on Roaring Moon? No. So that immediately just makes it, yeah, this won't work. What if we grab like Groudon? Yeah. So enabling legendaries from Dittos doesn't allow you to breed a legendary. So you're never able to actually breed a legendary. You have to get it by, I think, doing, because in the settings it mentions something about random legendary breeding. So I'm assuming what it's boom! Perfect example. This is what it's talking about. It's talking about random legendary breeding. You could get a legendary Pokemon by breeding a Ditto. So theoretically, I could just get 2 ginormous Dittos. Don't ask me how I would do that. 2 ginormous perfect IV Dittos. And then maybe just keep breeding the Dittos over and over and over again. Until eventually I get, what? Oh, it is fine. Until eventually I get Roaring Moon. Well, why is, oh, I need one more Pokemon. Sadly, I don't think I'm going to be able to get the very specific Pokemon I need to prove this theory. So starter type. Keep getting to use this. I'm pretty sure I can literally just get any Pokemon from existence in this. I actually got very lucky to prove my point as I was just about to mention, oh yeah, so what the config means by legendaries by breeding. It gave a little bit of a hint by saying random legendaries by breeding. It specifically only works if you have Ditto, I'm assuming. Ditto breeding on. This allows you to do this. But this does answer another question that I had though of when you're breeding a perfect Pokemon, sometimes there's another legendary, sometimes you might have to breed it with a Ditto because you need to move like an ability from maybe a male to a female, and the only way to do that is by using a Ditto. And I was wondering how the hell would I get another, how would I get a perfect IV Ditto, maybe that's the right size and all that jazz. How the hell am I going to get that? And it did cross my mind, well, maybe one way would be through breeding, because there is a allow Ditto breed, so maybe I could do that. But as we can see here, that's not actually an option. If you want to catch a perfect IV Ditto, you're gonna have to catch it somehow. Okay, but this is a lot to think about for me today. So I think I'm gonna end it here. As I said, short stream, at least compared to normal. We've covered over a few things. I think making the platform bigger does help. Sadly, this breeding technique won't help, because let's say I can get Roaring Moon from this, and let's say I had somehow 2 perfect IV'd Dittos, right? Let's say I had 2 perfect IV Dittos. For one, I want the shiny, right? So to somehow get the shiny from this when I'm literally can obtain any other Pokemon in the entire game, and I'm looking for a shiny, specifically the Roaring Moon shiny, it already, no, that's gonna be impossible. But even if I say had the shiny already somehow, but I wanted to breed the perfect IV'd like one somehow, right? Even then it's like, well, if I had 2 perfect IV ones, if by any chance it removes, like lowers maybe attack, which is its highest stat, then it's like, well, what do I do then? I guess I should use one of those nature changing things, because they do exist. I could use that, I suppose. Yes, I could do that. But still, no, wait, sorry. Oh, well, yeah. There are ways to get around it, as well. But what I actually meant to say wasn't the nature thing. I didn't actually mean that. I meant, IVs. What if its attack IV is the lower one? Well, I could just use a silver cap for that, right? So, I guess there are ways to get around it. But it's still, like, that, first of all, requires me to try get 2 perfect Dittos, which, no idea how I'm going to do that. I do have, and I do know how I would do it. It would be very annoying to do it. I do know how to do it, but it would be very annoying. But yeah, first it would require me to do that. I don't really want to do that. And then as we can see here, with the power of cheats, I've been doing this quite a lot. I mean, I keep doing it by the thing, but I can just do breed, Restrafter 1 and 2. Thinkaton, that just instantly hatched. Yeah, so that's going off of if I was just looking for maybe a perfect IV one for some reason, but obviously I'm actually going for the shiny, which just makes this even worse. There's absolutely no way I'm going to be able to get a Roaring Moon shiny from breeding Dittos. I've already done this for ages now, and still haven't even gotten a normal Roaring Moon. Last one. That's it. Type null. What's type null? Oh, that thing. But yeah, okay. So I've learned a lot in this stream, and I think I'll take a break here and have a think about my odds. It's like I was trying to say, but I'll go over it one more time. I don't think I can get back in the server, can I? No. Like I was trying to say, but I'll do it one more time without rambling on too much. We've tried quite a few things today. We've tried to see if we could enable it by breeding, which is going to be a huge no-no, because even if I enabled it by breeding, it's completely random, and I would specifically want to enable breeding, I suppose, not just to get perfect IVs and, you know, the right size and nature and whatnot, but also to get a shiny, and that's just not going to work with Dittos, and there's no way I can get around it unless if I maybe use a data pack, which I don't even know if a data pack would work because I'm on a Turnos server. So I don't even know if that would work, and it might be a little bit too complicated for me. And I don't really know if I would want to do that in the first place, because it starts to get in the realm of, like, in the actual Pokemon games, I'm assuming you can't breed this Roaring Moon. So by making it so you can, I'm changing a fundamental, like, fundamental feature in the actual Pokemon games. And I'll change stuff like the catch combo, right, to increase the cap above 40. But I would never actually try to change how you would breed a Pokemon, because I think that's maybe going a little bit too far. But I don't know how I would do that anyway. And as I said, I don't think it would even work. So breeding's off the table. So the only way to do it is by maybe making that platform bigger, which even then, still no idea if that's going to work. It would kind of help in a sense. It would give me more spawning area, which doesn't increase my chances, but it does just allow more Pokemon to be spawning. Because before, only like 2 or 3 Pokemon might spawn, but now like 10 Pokemon might spawn. So it definitely helps, but it's not like it actually increases my chances or anything. It's still going to be really rare no matter what I do. But I do really want this Pokemon. I do really like Roaring Moon. He's a very cool design. But at the end of the day, I just don't really know if I will manage to get him. So I have a think about it. I think that was it. I don't think there's really anything else I could try to do. I could try increasing how the lures work, but annoyingly, you can increase their duration, how long they last, but you can't increase the bonus that they give. This would be a hell of a lot easier if I could have the shiny charm and shiny lure. Maybe this is one of those times where shiny charm and shiny lure might work a bit better, because I don't know though, because even then it's taken so long just to catch 2 of them. I don't know. So I'll contemplate all of this and see what will happen. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I mean, I don't know if I'll stream Pixelmon tomorrow. There's been another game I wanted to play that I mentioned last time that I might play just because Savage is feeling a bit ill at the moment, and I don't want to be progressing too far. He's still got 3 more to go, where I only have 1 left. Though his 3 shouldn't take too long, but it still might take a few days. So I might play just another game just to try it out a little bit while Savage recovers, and then finish this hunt. But at the end of the day, I keep saying at the end of the day, but another way to look at it is, yes, he's got 3 more Pokemon. Yes, he's sick, so he can't catch those 3 just yet. But Roaring Moon, if I do catch him or want to catch him, might take a very long time. So, thank you all for watching. I've been your host, Reese Drafter, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.